Gino Pettis Adventures. I'm still Gino, and kind of got a continuation today of my last luxury live on Social Security and luxury in Colombia. I'll tell you all about that in a minute. But first, don't forget, like, subscribe, hit the notification bell, and buy me a cup of coffee. I got a new link. You can buy me a cup of coffee to support the channel. I'd really appreciate it. So, when I started getting my check a few years ago, I was still working in the States and doing this and doing that and playing poker and making a little money here and a little money there. And it wasn't so bad. I didn't have to entirely live on my Social Security. But the older I got, the less I wanted to work. And I don't know if that's wrong or not, but it's just when you get old, you just don't, you run out of gasoline quicker than most people. So I came to the point where I realized that I was just above homeless with, if I was living on straight on my Social Security, I was going to be just above homeless, and if I wasn't really careful, I would be homeless and making $1,200 a month. Well, how nuts is that? So anyway, to make a long story short, I was blessed with a Colombian girlfriend, and she kept telling me how it was down here, and so we came down here. And my God, it's the best thing I ever did. I went from being higher upper, lower class, anyway, I don't know what class I was, but I sure couldn't do a hell of a lot. But I came down here and started living, and the rent was $150 a month. The food was $150 a month. The utilities were $50 a month. This is 5-6 years ago. Inflation has whooped that already, but still, you can rent a really nice place for $200 a month. And the utilities will just barely be over $100, maybe over $100 if you leave all electricity on. And the food for a single guy or gal, sometimes it's not even worth buying the food because you can buy it cheaper on the street. But if you want to buy it and cook it for yourself, it's about $100 a month. So you're all in around $600 a month. And people call me a liar. And then people give me hell because I moved down here and enjoying myself, and oh, that's not what Social Security was meant for. Social Security was meant to be a net to help people out. And I paid into Social Security for 50 freaking years. So don't be telling me about where to spend my money. I can live in misery and poverty in the United States, or I can live upper middle class, probably upper class here in Colombia. And yeah, it's got its downfalls. Nobody's ever on time. Everybody will try to rob you, but they try to rob each other. I mean, it's not just the gringos. They rob each other as quickly as they can. And they're really dumb when it comes to politics, but they really don't get educated because they're too busy trying to get something to eat. So, I've been blessed. I have a wonderful wife. I have a wonderful house. I live a wonderful life. And I go back from time to time to see my kids in the States. And so that's what it's all about. But just, if you want to come down here, if you're thinking to come down here, spend a little money on some research. It doesn't cost very much. Get a passport, get a plane ticket, come to Medellin, to Bogota, to Bucaramanga. Call me, I'll bring you out in the country. Come for a couple of 3 weeks. See what you think. If you don't like it, it'll be the cheapest vacation you ever had with the prettiest women on the planet. And the nicest people to old guys. They still respect us here, which is a wonderful thing. It's incredible. You can strike up a conversation anywhere. I struck up a conversation with a guy just walking by on the street the other day and goes, "Oh, how have you been? La la la." I didn't know him from Adam, but we had a 15-minute conversation a couple of months ago. Yesterday I see him again. I don't know who this guy is. He goes, "Oh, how you been?" I go, "No, how you been?" And we have another 15-minute conversation, and I finally figured out what his name was. So I got a new buddy that we just met up on the street and thought we knew each other, and there you go. And that's the way it rolls around here. It is the first day of the rest of your life. And if nothing changes, nothing's going to change. So like, subscribe, hit the notification bell, buy me a cup of coffee. Have a wonderful day, and we'll see you on the flip side. God bless.